All right, well, good day, everybody, and welcome, and thank you for joining me again as we review the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But I want to say quickly that this is halfway through the year of the first year that I'm doing this channel, and every video that I do, I get a little bit better, and it grows a little bit in a more positive way. And so I hope to get your support by subscribing to this channel, and so that we can grow together. And I promise you that at least you're going to get my honest opinion, and hopefully we have a good time, because that's what this is all about, having some good times, feeling the vibes. And so the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is got a lot of good vibes to it. You know, it's an origin story per se, but they really skip through that initial stage of the origins, but then you start to watch them grow to become the turtles that you and I all recognize. You know, I grew up with the turtles since I was young. I'm a 1980s generation, you know, of film and cartoons. And so when they first came out when I was young, I was a huge fan of the Turtles. I even had my favorite, which was Raphael. The very first thing that I want to say that really caught my attention was the music. The music is so awesome in here. I mean, they have different types of music to overlay for different types of emotions that are going on. They have popular music that we all may have heard. They span generations with that music, so there's music that I would know that I can reference, and they have music that is more of today's generation. Outstanding on the music. Now, the visual style, which is what everyone notices, you would say that perhaps they are mimicking or copying, or they got the idea for this kind of style from Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. And maybe they did, maybe they found some inspiration there, but it's definitely its own look. In fact, I personally find that the visuals is a little bit too busy. It's got a little bit of a grunginess to it. It's absolutely fitting though for the style that they're going for. You have these turtles who are in New York City, and New York City is known to be a little bit dirty and grungy. But what I also think is outstanding is the animation. So there are two different things, the visual style and the animation is top notch. The fighting in here is absolutely entertaining. They find unique ways to keep it entertaining. It's creative and it's fun. In fact, a lot of this vibe that I'm getting here is just a whole lot of fun. One of the things that I really like about the turtles themselves is that each one of them is very likable. You know, throughout all the generations or iterations of the turtles, there's always been somebody. One of the turtles is too much of an idiot. There's one of them who's too emotional. There's one of them who is too annoying, you know? But in this adaptation, they're all pretty much the same. They each have their own uniqueness to them, so they have their own individualities. However, when it comes to the humor, they're all funny. When it comes to how much of an idiot they might be, they're all the same. And the annoying, again, nobody's too annoying. So they're all pretty much on the same page, and you enjoy all of them on film. So if you had to pick which one was your favorite, I think they're all pretty much in line to being the same, actually. So anyway, I really did appreciate that, because here you are liking your heroes, and that was very important. One of the things that I didn't care for is that the rat, Splinter. In fact, they don't even give him his name, Splinter, and he's not a master Splinter, as we've known him throughout every other iteration of the Turtles. He is now Dad, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But I find that he has had a downgrade, where he was the master, he was the wise man, and here he is more of a regular Joe. The only thing that separates him from the regular Joe here is that he knows Kung Fu, or he knows ninjutsu, or whatever, you know, he knows how to fight. However, he gets downplayed. He's not as wise as he once was. Now, I think that there's a little bit of a heavy emphasis on killing. For our example, our enemies, they want to kill all humans. And it's not referenced as destroy all humans or do this to all humans. They want to kill humans. And in fact, there's a fight where Splinter himself, who is in action, I swear he's killing a bunch of people. He jumps in the room to save the day, and he ends up, I swear he was killing people. I swear, I have to watch it again. I swear he takes 2 daggers and stabs somebody in the eye with them. And if I'm wrong about that, I do apologize. But I was a little bit like thrown back about that action and the aspect of killing. In fact, ironically, in a speech, a monologue given by one of the turtles, they start to reference how wrong killing is. And so I think that they were trying to emphasize killing, and killing is wrong. And so if it gave you this emotional unease, like it did for me, that they're talking about killing in a way where this is a family movie, they do come back to emphasize how wrong it is. In fact, one of the things that they say that it was fun to mention here is that, in his speech, he says, let's stop killing. So let's stop and feel the vibes. I kid you not, he throws that in there. So again, I think that me and this film is jiving, and we're both feeling the vibes. Getting back to a few of the things that I did enjoy, and I do like the fact that they gave us a brand new villain, someone I have never seen before. In fact, they throw in a whole gambit full of new characters that we've never heard of, and they do it again in a funny, hilarious way. And so that was pretty awesome. There is a lot of things that I really did enjoy about this. I can name you 3 big ones, and that is the fact that, believe it or not, the thing about watching them grow and becoming who they are was really fun to watch. The storyline is not the thing, but watching them grow and becoming who they are was part of the fun. The music was awesome, and the visual style was also great. So with those 3 bangers, I have to say that this movie was a success. It's a winner. My overall feeling for all this, I can say a few things, but I am going to stick with the very obvious, and that this movie was fun. Absolutely fun. I really enjoyed it. In fact, this might be my favorite iteration of all of the movies that came before it. I still have a little soft spot for the cartoon of the 80s because that's where it began for me. But I think in this film, they have really minimized the things that are not so good. Like, I can't say too much negative about it, but I can say things that were great about it. And so I'm going to stick with that. And that's my final say on that this was a fun movie. And so that's my review for the Turtles here. And if you made it this far, I appreciate that. So maybe that has something to do with the fact that this review deserves a like. So please consider leaving a like if you made it this far and you enjoyed the review. I would really much appreciate to hear your comments, not only about the film that we're watching or films that we're watching, but I would love for you to comment on what you're seeing in the growth of this channel. What are the things that you like, and what are the things you think I should change? I would appreciate that kind of advice from you. And so until next time, enjoy life, enjoy film, take care, and I wish you well.